Alrighty. Let's get right back into it. So, after 7 hours roughly of playing yesterday, um, I decided to go and play something else in my evening. Actually, I didn't play anything else for a while. I was in bed watching videos, and all of a sudden I just wanted to um, play something else. So I played a bit of Jedi Survivor, continuing my 100% on that one, no matter how frustrating it may be. So I'm kind of happy to be going back to Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. My god. Sacrilegious. Tears of the Kingdom. And one thing that I do want to try as soon as I get in, I have 3 different amiibo that are all Zelda related. I've got Toon Link, Toon Zelda, and the 8-bit Link. I'm just going to try them out. So, amiibo. Yeah, okay, it's going to want me to touch the amiibo now to this. So, Toon Zelda, pretty much like in Breath of the Wild, I believe, gives you a bunch of just flowers and foraged kind of stuff, as well as a sapphire. So that's pretty good. I don't know how reusable it is. Can't be used. Okay, so it's still a once-a-day thing. Toon Link. Yeah, okay, so this seems to be pretty much the exact same. Oh, the fish is freezing. I should not have done this in Hebrew. So yeah, arrows and fish. And a knight's broadsword. So, if you're short on weapons, it's always good. I'm actually going to get rid of the Zonite sword, I think. And then I'm actually going to do like a reverse fuse. Wait, let me do that. So what does this now become? The Zonite sword broadsword. Okay. And finally, if the Joy-Con stops drifting, let's try 8-bit Link. I imagine, yeah. Pretty sure it's the exact same as in Breath of the Wild, which is quite nice. Yeah, to a T. We got the exact same thing. We got the cap of the hero. I'm just going to put it on for some defense. I'm also going to just get Ultra Hand back on the ready here. And let's use a spiky club, see if we can break open these barrels. I'm not trying to hit you. Alright, so that's got some arrows in it. That's got an apple and an arrow. Apple, arrow. Alright. Fairly basic stuff. Okay, so let's continue on with the story now that that's out of the way. You may have to bear with the, me relearning the controls more so than I already was trying to do yesterday. Because, again, I went back to Jedi Survivor, and that has, like, a massively different control scheme. So, yeah. We were told, if I go back here, Har said that Tulin went to the... I was reading that. Har said that Tulin went to the Hebrew South Summit Cave with Gisane and Lysa. The entrance is marked with another bonfire. So, I don't know why that is still there. Because South Summit is over here, so we're just going to keep heading up this way. Also, how many How many things do we have? Can we check anywhere? Doesn't appear like we can check. I basically just wanted to know how many, Oh, here we go. 3 light blessings. Okay. So there is a... There's a shrine up there. Unbelievable that these huge things are raining down on us. What is happening up there in the skies? Ooh, oops. I hadn't expected to meet a Hylian here. What are you doing in the mountains in this weather? Don't you see how cold it's gotten? Our feathers keep out the worst of it, but I'm not sure how you can stand the blizzard. Because I have peppers. If you go farther up the slope, you'll reach the cave. Friends are up there. Yep. Cool. Alright, I'm going to keep Ultra Hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... let's sort these by strength. I think I'm going to keep the Spiky Club, in retrospect. We have some Ice Keys up ahead. I missed. I missed again. I hit it that time. I missed again. Hit it that time. Ooh! An Ice Key Cybele. Ice Key Cybele. Has a weird way of, like, kind of saying that. Alright, let's take your ice fruit so you don't have any way of hitting us like that properly. With ice. Bokobo, we don't need it. Oh, Ice Keys there. Ice Keys, Ice Chew, right there. And we have a Bokoblin Horn. Not too bad. There's a little fire here. Oh, Bokoblins. Ow. Can you stop doing that? Thank you. Blue Bokoblin horns and some Bokoblin fangs. Not bad. Feathered edge. Double-edged Rito sword with a decayed blade. Swinging it produces a strong wind. Okay. Not too particularly fussed for that. As it currently stands, at least. Oh. Got a chill shroom there. I saw Bokoblin horn over here. I'm going to eat something. Do I have any more cold resistant stuff? I have the fish. Some dubious food. I'm gonna eat the fish. Alright, let's keep heading up this way. Also, I discovered that whistle running is actually not in the game. They did indeed patch it. So, and all the things I was talking about with like climbing and stuff and the use of stamina has also been like reworked. So, yeah, I'm heading the wrong way. Bonfire is indeed over here. Keeps us nice and warm there. Didn't think I'd be seeing anyone else in these mountains anytime soon. What with the blizzard and all. I'm here because it's a good place to find my food for my people. Why are you here? Looking for Tulin, huh? Fair enough. He's farther in the cave with Gisane. Gisane? Gesane? 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 They're searching for food. No, I'm not going to show you the way. I need to keep an eye on what we've amassed so far. Be on your guard. There's a creature in the cave that hops around on the walls. We got another bubble frog. Let us just throw a fire fruit so we can get rid of these brambles. Got a bright cap. Got some more fish. I thought that water would be incredibly cold, but apparently not. Okay, so we have this. We also have that. I mean, that's not where we're meant to go, but I'm glad I did that because there's so much good stuff down here. You got mushrooms. Mushrooms are always good. Good, like, health restoration stuff. We also have this. I don't know if anything I've got is, like, good for this. The Flux Core Pounder might be. Yeah, it's 2-hit. Alright, that's not too bad. Ooh! And we have a sticky lizard. I just realized that sticky lizard is now dead. How the heck are we meant to get back up? Are we just supposed to climb the wall? I'm just gonna take this slowly, because I don't know if there's any, like, good resting spots up ahead. Appears like there might... Oh, that is literally just the top. Okay. Oh, my cold resistance is running low. Let's get up here, then. I'm gonna utilize another pot. Let's see here. Oh. What is happening? Oh my god. I hate Joy-Con drift so much. Let's use 2 of those. Yeah, that should be fine. And cook. That didn't work at all. I mean, thankfully right now I don't actually need cold resistance. But it's still not something I want to go without. Where are we even going? Here, apparently. Okay, so we got some luminous stone. Oh, hello. Let us... use this. Oh! Big damage. Okay, you're dead. Traveler's Spear. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw this to it so it breaks. I'm going to take this and I'm going to fuse a rock to it. So now we have a good thing for poking mining deposits. Right. Let's head up this way. A Horriblin. That's a new one. I'm going to throw another fire fruit just to light that up. I know there's flint around, but yeah. I want to get you. You are a pretty fish. Glowing cave fish. Not too bad, not too bad. Come on. I want to attach you two together. And drop you from a tremendous height. That's not what I wanted to do. Thanks, Joy-Con Drift, for ruining everything yet again. Pine cones. Cool. Has this created... No. How am I meant to get up there, then? Unless I'm just meant to create, like, a massive, massive updraft with, Oh, you know what I probably can do? I could probably do this. Hold a bunch of wood and just drop it. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I needed to do. I think. That being said, maybe I need to make a bigger one. Let's also get rid of some of these brambles a second. Because for some reason I feel like that is also potentially important. What is going on? Maybe I'm just meant to climb? But the wood was a good shout, to be fair. You know, to give myself credit. Okay, I think... Yeah, I think I just gotta climb. And up we go. Wait for my stamina to recharge, and up we go again. We could probably just make that in a jump. Yep. Indeed we can. There's a path over there. Let's see if this is the right way first. Oh, that's really good against these like little mini stone taluses. Okay, since there are enemies that way, I do think that might be the proper way to go. So let's have a little look down here first. I was going to say this might be the bubble frog. I think it might be dead. Let's just burn these. Oh, you know what we were probably meant to do? We were probably meant to light the brambles on fire so that they create little extra air pockets for us. Okay, so we got another bubble gem. Okay, now we can just go back the way we were going. Which does mean we're going to have to climb again, but it's not too bad because we can just make it in one jump. This cave is surprisingly warm. I would have thought caves would have been probably just as cold, if not colder, than the outside. What are we going to do with that boy? It's just like him to fly off on his own and then leave all the food we collected behind. Oh. Well, I'll be. What is a Hylia doing all the way up here in such a fierce blizzard? You're here to talk to Tulin, eh? Well, you just missed him, unfortunately. Our task was to scavenge food in this area. And then he just saw a flock of monsters fly by outside the cave. Same ones that have been sighted around the village lately, in fact. I told the others we should return right away to report them, but Tulin clearly wasn't listening at all. He said, I'm gonna go follow them back to their nest, and flew off alone before I could protest. If you leave the cave and head north, you can spot a lone cedar tree on Tolonto Peak. That's where we saw the monsters. No doubt Tulin followed them there. I know he thinks he's unbeatable, but he really shouldn't be taking these chances. So we have a little bit of a lead as to where Tulin is. Get some of these back, and now I'm going to eat some spicy food. Also, I apologize for any barking, screaming, shouting, whatever. I live right by a park, and it's kind of hot, so the windows are open. You again. We don't really have anything around to, like, support that, right? I had the idea. I thought my weight enough would have worked. Oh, actually. This rock's probably enough, right? Sign can't be heavier than rock. I feel like he's the new, like, Korok seed, even though Korok seeds are always still around. I mean, he gives me 20 rupees every time, so I can't really complain. And he also gives me something with cold resistance, instead of cold attack plus. Like the last time, the frickin' idiot. Okay. So, we were told to look out for a lone cedar tree. Is that it? That might be it. I'm avoiding these guys. Because I cannot deal with fighting right now. Nah, big boy. Very big boy. I'm gonna avoid you like the plague. I just want to be a bit stronger before I fight any of those guys. They seem tough as stuff. Alright, let's drop a bit of wood. And a bit of flint. Put it there and strike. He's always got his 3 kids there. He's a lone dad with 3 kids. I think this is a bokoblin. It is. I'm just freeing a bokoblin right now. Wonder if he's grateful. He is not grateful. Get punched, loser. Icicle Club. Which is slowly melting. Oh, it's now just a traveler's sword because the icicle melted. Well. Better this than nothing. Alright, let's go up the mountain a little bit more. To go to the lone cedar tree. Also, there's access to the sky from the land. Pretty convenient. We also have like 42 seconds left of gold resistance. So I'm just going to... where are they? Eat those rice balls. And there's Tulin. Stupid monster. Link, where did you come from? Oh, you see, that Ronald monster took my good bow. See? That's the bow napper. I've got to get it back. Help me out, Link. Really? Thanks. Did you know I can blow a strong gust of wind anywhere I feel like? I'll do it for you too. That way you can glide over there to where that monster went. Just tell me where to point the gusts and I'll make it for you. When Tulin's aura is charged, he can create a stream of wind that blows straight forward. This can be used for bursts of speed while paragliding. Alright, let's go. It's pretty cool. Oh, he's following me. That actually makes sense. So yeah, this is our like partner system. Everybody kind of thought, you know, maybe there would be a partner system, but yeah, now there like actually is. He got his bow back. I owe you big time, Link. Without you, my bow would have been lost for good. Uh-oh. There's more of them. Oh no. Alright, they're not gonna make a fool out of me twice. Let's go get them together. Oh! I did that by accident. I didn't mean to blow a gust of wind, but it helps us, I suppose. We did it. Hey, look, I think those might have been a hideout for monsters. Why am I struggling to read? Huh? Was that the wind? It couldn't have been. There's no way. It must have been something else. That was some impressive teamwork, you two. You saw that? Ah, talk about embarrassing. I didn't listen when Gasane tried to stop me. I thought I could handle it. But I just ended up losing my favorite bow to those stupid things. I thought I was fully fledged, but there's probably no way I could have gotten back on my own. I bet now you see why we were treating you like a small chick. Yeah. You were right. It really is important to work with a flock. I think I finally get what Dad has been trying to tell me this whole time. Is that all there is to the story? It seems unlike you to let your bow be taken, Tulin. Oh, yeah, funny story about that. There was this whole thing with Princess Zelda. I spotted her getting attacked by a monster. It was such a surprise that I dropped my guard and it stole my bow. But I guess she was fine, because then she zoomed up above that cloud. Huh? Princess Zelda flew above the cloud? How can that be? Seems like a stretch, but we're not going to get to the bottom of it by sitting around here. Tulin, Link came out here looking for Princess Zelda. You should go with him and investigate the cloud you say the princess soared into. But I thought I wasn't allowed. I got a report before coming here. We think it's likely that the blizzard... We think it's likely that the blizzard is coming from inside that cloud after all. I want to see it for myself as soon as I can, but the strong winds make any approach from the sides impossible. The only way in is through the top, but there's not a Rito alive capable of crossing the stormy sky and making it all the way there. Well, except for one. I'm talking about you, Tulin. Only you have the skill and training to create gusts at will. Tulin will be the finest Rito warrior of all once he understands the value of working with his allies. You know who said that to me? Your old dad, Teba. Dad said that? Yep. And I'll make sure he knows what you've accomplished here today. Now it's time for you to go with Link and find Princess Zelda, and whatever's causing that blizzard. No problem. The two of us together have got this. I saw Princess Zelda on the Sky Islands near Hebra Peak. Let's start there. I can't read. Okay. I want to pick up this bow. Very nice bow. Alright. Where does he say we went? Where does he say he wants to look? Over there. I'm literally guessing he means that. Julin? If you will. Christ. Got my own little Genshin partner. I don't know why it feels quite Genshin-y to have, like, a little partner thing. Maybe it's just the fact that they have, like, the little dialogue bites. And also, Genshin took after Breath of the Wild to begin with, and then, I don't know. Right. I hope we can climb this. Yeah, we should be able to. In fact, yep, just as I thought, we're able to run on that. Get a little bit more stamina back. Do they want us to go up there like that? Tails? I swear if Tulin's voiced by, like, Colleen O'Shaughnessy. No, I need to look that up now. Because the quote, "leave it to me," made me think of Tails to begin with. Oh, it's Christina V? That's kind of cool. Well, Christina V is the voice of Tulin. Right, let's equip some kind of material. Kind of want the bomb flower. Oh. Thanks, Tulin. I kind of wanted the stuff on it. Wanted the stuff on its head, preferably. Ooh. Might as well pick up the strong construct bow, alright. It's down there with a bunch of other constructs. Ooh, I'm running low on cold resist. And of course I don't have anything that is cold resist. Right. Whoa, I do not want to eat that. Hold. You know what? Let's put some oil and some of that glowing fish. Spicy? Nope. I have no cold resistance. Nice. Well, time to see if there's anything down here. Oh, there isn't. Nope, there isn't. I just wasted my time. I suppose the only thing I can actually do, now that I think about it, is create a fire. And then stand by it. And just make my torch spear. Hopefully not accidentally put it away. I am walking up some pretty steep slopes, though. So far, so good. The wind's getting worse. But so far, so good. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make another fire right here. Come on. Spark. Fine. There we go. Make another one just so we have a spot to replenish. Try and avoid the steeper slopes. No, we've attracted the attention of the things with the things that drop on our heads. Those are called rocks. No. Oh, so close. We were so close to losing that flame. Okay. Okay, we can climb now. We climb all the way to the top. Okay, let's talk to you. If only it were possible to find out what's inside of this blizzard. Why, if it isn't Tulin? I was too focused on the cloud to notice you. But if you've come here, that means I needed a sip from my McDonald's ice. Yep, they said I could go up here. I knew it. Something told me you were the best one for this mission. Everyone has admired your Wingus technique since you first demonstrated it. You may be the only Rito capable of rising above that cloud to find the truth among the turbulent skies. Give it your best shot. I'll be here watching for your return. Why did they get put over here? Alright. Gonna need you to blow it that way, buddy. And now I'm gonna be without. Tulin, you suck. Why did that only last like 5 seconds? Not quite where I wanted to aim it, but that's fine. It's enough to make it. I'm gonna have to just put up with it, honestly. I'm gonna have to put up with the cold resistance, heal myself when I can. Or just create a bonfire every time. Make little points of respite. Respite to avoid the frostbite. Again, not quite where I wanted to point it. But it's enough. Okay. Thankfully, I'm not losing too much health to the cold. I don't know if I can make that. We might be able to, if I'm just patient enough. But I don't know if I'm patient enough. Tulin, you could probably carry me up here. But no, you don't want to. Right, let's just eat mushroom. We can leave it there for a bit. Climb up. Climb up once more. Okay, now what? So confused. Joy-Con? Rein it in, buddy. Joy-Con? Go with Tulin to the Sky Islands above Heber Peak, where he claims he saw Princess Zelda. Is that not where I am? Like, what is over that way? Oh, wait. I didn't realize there was more. That way, please. Can I make it? No. That's a problem. That's a bit of a problem. Not gonna lie to you, Chief. Alright, it's whatever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glide this way. I'm going to heal, firstly. And then I'm going to get here, and I'm going to get Tulin to get this going for me. I'm going to go to that tower. And that way I can fast travel to this area, shoot myself up in the sky, all that good jazz. Also, do I even have that on my map over there? I do. Looks like I am pretty good at marking these places out. What is over here? Is that flint? It is. Ideally, I need some peppers. I'll be with you in a couple seconds, Doolin. Get the rest of the Hebra region charted out. And honestly, I do kind of need some heat resistance. But I don't know. Oh, I can do it midair. That's actually really cool. Oh! I didn't realize. I did not realize what my health was like. What's gonna give me... That's gonna heal me completely. Tulin, I'm really gonna need that for in a second. Yep, I'm not making it. Time to die. Oh, wait. I can just travel there. Honestly, I need heat resistance. Don't you? Do you have somewhere to go, Link? It's kind of funny. Yeah, unfortunately, little buddy, I need to actually stay warm. Even if I had, like, the cheapest bit of Rito armor, should be okay. Because it's only very minor cold resistance that I need right now. The thing is, I don't know if I have... I don't know if I have enough for even the cheapest bit of armor. I also don't know where the armor shop is. Where is it? Please be somewhat warm in here. Nope. You don't even serve chili. Serve chili? Sell chili. 650, 500. Can I sell anything to make up to 500? Oh, actually, the sapphire is 150 rupees. Decent. Give me that. Okay, now I don't have to deal with any of the frickin' cold resistance. God damn. It's so expensive just to live. Just to survive. Right, let's eat something just to bring my health back up. It's gross, but I'm gonna eat all the dubious food I've got. Ugh, you can eat the frozen fish? It's kind of gross. Alright, let's go here. So it's a good job I actually used my amiibo today. Got some money. And honestly, I could use that. Oh, hello. I could use that like every day, but like, I don't know. Feels slightly weird to do so. Alright, let's see if we can make it over to these Sky Islands. And even if I get low on stamina, I do actually have some stamina replenishing meals. Cannot see. That replenished basically nothing. Alright. We're here. And we have an airship. Nah. That's kind of like a Wind Waker reference. Which is funny because that's where the Rito first came from. Come. Why did they think that was okay? Oh my god. Oh my god. Did that actually capture it well? Hang on, I need to see that. I want to see if it captured it. That's too good. Too good. Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, Lynn, I just wanna move past it, please. Anyway, they showed this in the trailers. That's fun. And I also kind of want to just break this. Okay. I'll use a bomb instead. Man, I need to sort out this frickin' Joy-Con. I need to get new ones. Or just play with the Pro Controller. But then I don't get the gyroscope controls. Which I do kinda like to help with aiming. I can't get over it. Downward force. Why is that my weapon? Oh. What does it mean by downward force? Can I use ascend? No. Can I use ascend here? No. What do I do here? A new one? I also don't know how I figured out that down there, but I did. I just thought. This is kind of fun. Oh, that gave me bad flashbacks. It's like landing on the side of a trampoline. Ow. Okay, Link, stop. Link, stop. There we go. And there we go. Still missing the chest, but we finished the shrine. That's all that matters. Okay. So, if this, like, dungeon stuff, if this next dungeon is going to give me a heart container, which I highly think it is going to, then I'll probably spend that on stamina. Just because I've spent quite a bit of it on, what's it called? I've spent quite a bit of it on health already, so I think I might just spend that on stamina. Oh, there was a chest here that I didn't even notice. It has arrows. Again, not quite where I wanted to go, but it gets the job done. Let's just... Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. I missed again. I hit him. Not where I wanted to. Freaking go, Tulin. Jesus. Tulin, can you help me, buddy? Sure. That works. Ow. Okay, I don't want your Zonai charge or anything rolling off the slope here. I want those. I want those bad. I think I'm gonna switch to the Pro controller. Nope, that's the wrong cable. I've got too many cables, man. There we go. Right. Yeah, it just means that there's no gyro, which I do want to turn off, like, ASAP. There we go. Because if I didn't turn those off, then they would still be active on a controller that doesn't support it, so... Bit late there, Tulin. I kind of wanted you to boost me right at the top there, but you were just pussyfooting down at the bottom. Boing. Leave it to me. Yep. Hoi, hoi. Okay. Tulin, for God's sake, man. You're doing great, but getting rid of all the collectibles. Right. Oh, this controller is like kind of somehow worse for run jumping. I'm not touching the right stick. Hang on. I wasn't touching anything with the sticks. That just makes me think, like, is the right stick on my Pro controller broken? Much like the left stick on my Joy-Con is. Do I have Joy-Con drift on the left stick of the control? What is going on? Stop. Why did that somehow help? Alright, which way am I going? I think that way, but then I want the height. If I try to climb that and then jump off halfway, I'm going to lose stamina. If I go that way, I'm not going to make it. Yeah, see, I'm just not going to make that. I think what they want me to do is go up there and then go across that way. But there just isn't any way I can do that because I don't have enough stamina. And I'm not coming back here. Like, I'm not leaving just to come back here and get more stamina. Unless... Can I just break that normally? I can. That's not serving any purpose. Other than giving me icicles that I can then fuse to my... Can I have the big icicle? Doesn't matter, but I still have it. Wait. Stop doing that. Icicle shield? That's weird. Can this controller stop? Why can't I have good controllers? Stop trying to look up. Just gonna wiggle it around a bit. Loosen it up just in case there's any dirt in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking it's climb up there and go across, but... Again, I don't know about my stamina. See, I don't know if I can make that. I do not know if I can climb that entire way up. Nor do I know, or nor do I think I can climb halfway up there, jump down. I'm gonna try this first. It's looking more and more likely as I go. Gonna have to jump. Oh my god, I literally just made it. They're not kind with the stamina in this game. Like, yeah, I get they don't want us to be, like, climbing forever, but... At least give us some slack. Oh my god, it's doing it again. I don't know what's worse. Dealing with the occasional... dealing with the occasional left stick drift is much more tolerable. Thing is, I didn't have left stick drift until I started playing Xenoblade Chronicles. Is this gonna do anything? Not a thing. I'm also turning back on motion aiming. This game is testing my patience. Well, it's not the game, the hardware is testing my patience. Oh, it just instantly freezes. Pretty good, not gonna lie. Sturdy, thick stick. That with an icicle would be probably pretty cool. Hey, portable pots. I like those. I have an idea. Throw this at that. Break off the icicles. Pick up this. Okay, I might have to glide over. But my point still stands. Icicle stick. Oh, well. I've just doomed myself. Down I go. Hopefully I respawn back on the island. The last stage should be that chest, I think. Yeah, there we go. That does mean I don't have the thick stick. I don't have the thick club with the icicle, but that's fine. I realize it's not something I wanted anyway. Oh, we've got another flux boss over there. We're not making it. We are just not making that. Oh well. Oh hey, a shrine! I'm here for the hot spring. If only we still had, like, Rivali's Gale. Like, imagine mixing Rivali's Gale with Tulin's Gust. That'd be cool. I messed up. I just straight up messed up. But I can rectify it. There we go. I keep messing up the B and X buttons. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I think they want us to climb up that. But I don't know if I can get rid of that ice. Yeah, I don't have anything fire related. If I climb up there again, I might be able to make it. Like, I don't know if it's me, but climbing seems slower. And also wastes way more stamina. Probably because it's slower. Uh-oh. Made the same mistake as last time. Stop walking when I'm not touching the stick. Yeah, I never experienced Joy-Con drift until playing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Absolutely not. Sprint jumping wastes so much stamina. Okay. We're not making that. We're just not making it. That's just not possible. Everything goes down. What is going on, man? Why aren't we able to go where we want to? I can't be asked to make my way all the way up again, so... Wait. Never mind. I was going to say that would just spawn me back on that platform, and I realised it's too late to even rectify it, so I might as well. I don't know what to do. Unless I can go in there and climb up to the top from it? Thing is, I don't know if I can. That's the thing. No, I can't. That just isn't something I can do. So how the hell am I meant to get up there? Also, what the hell is on my back? I keep feeling this, like, sharp sting. Hold up, I need to investigate. There's literally nothing there. What the hell do I do? I'm actually stumped. And this isn't even a puzzle. It's platforming. That doesn't work. What do I do? It's clearly designed in a way where I'm meant to go, like, from here over there. But I can't get the height for it. Unless... Hang on a minute. Am I able to ascend to any of these? No, but I bet I can ascend up there. Oh my god. coming with me, Tulin? I don't care how many times the game over. This isn't a Link's Awakening. Dying doesn't matter for the ending. Right, so from here... I can't believe I keep forgetting that this is a mechanic. Just get rid of that for a second, just so I can somewhat create an opening in. Oops. I'm not used to this being a mechanic. No, I went the wrong way. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, I'm not used to this being a mechanic yet. I feel stupid. I can't hear her say that. Like Christina V, I can't hear her say that without thinking of Colleen O'Shaughnessy being Tails. Well, actually, was Colleen even Tails in Sonic Heroes? I don't think she was. The icicle broke. Who knew my little feats could do that? I do not want to fight that flux construct. Not one bit. An Aerocuda. Alright. How am I picking these up? I don't know. Ooh, I think I have my bomb left, right? Or like my bomb flower? Yeah, I do. So let's just... completely miss. Let's just completely miss. That works. Wow, thanks for the arrows. I want this back. Let's use the Boko Reaper. I did that for like 3 arrows. Thought there was maybe going to be like bomb flowers in there or anything that might help me. But no. That's the thing, there's just like nothing around here that will actually help you. Like there's no bomb flowers around to like blow that up. If you miss, you gotta get more bomb flowers. Stupid. He's got a chest fused to his shoulder. That didn't work. I want to use this. I'm gonna use your own thing against you. I don't care if it's badly damaged. I've got another one coming up. Let's remove you from the equation. Let's use this. No, I don't want to remove that one. I want to remove that one. Right. I'm gonna get this at the ready and this at the ready. A time bomb. I like having the flux core pounder. It's quite nice. The flux quarter pounder. Okay, now what? How do I get back up? Is this a button? No, it's not a button. Where do I go? Oh, wait. I keep forgetting it's an ability. I'm just not used to it. And we still need to somehow blow the rocks up. Why can we not... Let me in! Let me in! Okay. I feel like this one over here might also be helpful for going this way. Especially if I use Tulin. Yeah, there we go. Right. Oh god. What do I want to cook? I think adding the pine cone might have done that. What? Was the puff shroom not, like, good to add? Who knows? Chili, fish, and mushroom skewer. Right. I want to cook some of this with some salt and... I don't really have any other mushrooms, so I'm just going to not. Salt grilled meat. Chili meat and mushroom skewer. Herb. Herby chicken. I do actually want to eat... Oh, wait, that was the last of the speedy flour that I had. No matter. Meat and fish. Cool. We got plenty of food now. Some trout. Do we have anything that can break these boxes other than this? Oh, actually, I kind of want the Captain Reaper at least a little bit. A little bit more damage. A little bit more range as well. Okay. Let's use Ascend to get to the top of here, because if I just jump and use Toolin, we don't really need to climb. You're gone. You're gone. You're not gone. Now you're gone. You're gone. Wait, what? I thought I killed you. Toolin, chill, man. Toolin gives no craps. Alright, if I get this sturdy wooden stick... Whoops. What happens if I fuse a shield to my shield? Is it called a shield? Old wooden shield. It's kind of funny. It's kind of stupid as well. But if it works, I suppose. Alright, get me up here. Well, bye-bye, construct. I need to eat something. Oh wait, I don't have the thing on it anymore. Ow. Cool. I wasn't within range of that, but sure. Screw you, guys. Oh wait, I have to hit it. No, don't use my time bomb against me, you dick. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Run. Eat food. Oh, it's heat resistance. Steamed fruit. Let's do that. I need to not have that. I'm just going to use the Flux Core Pounder. Tulin. Dude. Not what I wanted you to do. Right, with this, I want to know if I can attach a rock to it. Are there any rocks? Not that I can see. Oh well. I don't want the... I don't want this. But I do want this. Alright, what's down here? A chest. Hot air balloons, flame emitters, platforms. I like the sound of this. Right. Put this here. Let's get a flame emitter on the corner. Get another flame emitter on this corner. It's not where I wanted it. That's where I wanted it. Any other flame emitters? No. I think I have some in my inventory. Yeah, I do. Going right on the corner. There we go. Not where I wanted it. That's where I wanted it. And is there a fourth one? No, there isn't. Well. Well, that doesn't last long. I can just jump up here. And we've got more platforming. I'm just gonna get Tulin to push me. Down we go. Big trampoline. Oh, and now it's like too cold. Great. Tulin, you're an ass. I don't think I even... Oh, no, I do. I was gonna say, I don't think I have any wood, but no, I do. Problem is, there's a fast travel point up there, I suppose. Who is messaging me? No one. Right. I'm just gonna have to power through, get to the shrine. Hopefully it'll be warmer inside the shrine. Imagine it was freezing cold in here. McDonald's ice doesn't turn into very good water. Rauru's blessing. Is this just a free gift? Rauru. You shouldn't have. Okay, it's very cold, but I'm hoping that by the time I get into, like, the boss fight, for some reason the cold doesn't affect me. Don't know why I'm hoping that, but I am. It is getting colder by the second. Okay. Okay, we don't have Tulin's thing quite yet. We can make it. But I want the boost. I don't care if it gave me heat resistance. We might not make that. Okay, no, we can. We can climb on it still. I want to get right over the middle. And dive. The Wind Temple. Do like how it's an actual temple, or at least it's being called a temple. So this is what was waiting for us in that huge cloud. This is the storm and dark from the kids' song. Huh? It's Zelda! What's she doing here? This proves it, Link. That blizzard... yeah. The blizzard that's been pounding Rito Village is coming from here. I could have swear I just saw someone. You did, and it was Zelda. Fast travel point? Yeah. So I need to do that 5 more times.
Brave fledgling. There are still 5 locks securing the hatch on the deck. Use your power to release all 5 locks, and the hatch should open. Heed my words.
Rightio. And I will do that after I freaking leave this place. Because it's cold. Let's go to Rito Village again. I do like how it's more traditional dungeon layout. From the onset, at least. Can't say for certain. Alright. Now that we are back in Hebra, well, I keep calling it Hebra. All of this is Hebra. Now that we're back in the Rito Village, I can go this way, I think. Yes. I'll get myself some stamina. Give me that stamina. Cool. Now what I need, so let go of that. I need more cold resistance armor, but I don't have the money. $650 and 1,000. 1,650 rupees. How the hell am I gonna get that many rupees? Hmm. I just had a look to see if anybody has like any good rupee grind ideas, but a lot of them are like late game stuff, or at least not super early game. One thing was just sell what you don't need, but like this game kind of makes you want to like want everything. Like even if I sell all the stuff that I genuinely do not need, I'm not gonna get anywhere close. Like this is ridiculous. I don't need any of this, but like I can't just sell it all really, can I? Oh, I can sell the food I made. Or was given. Really? That's 600 rupees? I don't even care if I like that hat. That's 600 rupees? Good lord. I mean, I can now buy, like, the headpiece. Does the headpiece actually give cold resistance? Yeah, it does, but I do want to save up for the trousers. 300 rupees. Don't need those for a while, because I'm not going in the caves, and they're pretty easy to come by. Hmm. I'll sell this. Because I don't need that much healing. Same with this, I think. I'm probably not going to wear this again. But I'll keep it there for just a moment. How much does this sell? 264. Wait, so that'll bring me to 820. Let's do that. Right. And to get to exactly 1,000, we need 180. Maths. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good cold resistance, but I don't know. I don't need these anymore. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be enough for unbearably cold weather. Or if I need the full getup. What happened there? Well, you can test out our new stamina wheel. Or chunk of a stamina wheel. ₹650. Can we sell anything for 650? That'll be 78. Yeah, we definitely can't make up that kind of money right now. The hat was 600 rupees! My god. Right, I do want to heal. So I don't really care about the status effect. Does Teba have anything to say now that we're further in the story, I wonder? Oh yeah, look, watch watch the stamina wheel when you spam the run button. They've severely changed this. That's ridiculous. Oh, he's got Rivali's bow. Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, that's kind of cute. Managing food reserves and supplies, granting audiences and such. This village elder gig just isn't sitting right with me. Life was so much easier when all I had to do was hunt. Just me and my bow. But you didn't come up here to hear me complain. No, nothing that I want help with right now. Let's see. Can we resist the cold enough? Yep. Yeah, we can. Right. Let's do this then. I missed. What are you fighting? Okay. An Arakuda eyeball. Right. I suppose we just need to explore now. Explore and see what parts of the dungeon we can do. Nope, that doesn't work. Do we have to Ultra Hand it? We do. Get wrecked, loser! Set those on fire. Open the chest. Opal. Nothing in there. Okay. Can we Ultra Hand this with no handle? No. Can we use an icicle as a handle? That would be kind of funny if we could. We can! Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, Tulin, you know what to do. Come here, buddy. Come along. Oh, you were talking. I'm sorry. Why do I keep getting notifications? Family. Family group chats. Anyway. Some arrows in there for us. A strong construct bow, which we already have. Got it in the tail. The cannon is weirding me out. Okay. Where to next? Oh, I've just noticed this stream is currently in the red. Okay, it's back now. That works. Was not expecting that. Soldier spear. I don't need the torch spear. Not when I've currently got what I've got. Is there anything? Doesn't appear to be anything I can do there. Can I ride this up and then glide to different parts of the ship? I can indeed. A cannon. I don't like that the cannon's following me. That might actually be good for us. Get the cannon's attention. Get the cannon's attention. Bring it around here. No. It's not paying attention to us anymore. Okay, now it is. So, how do we get further into the ship, I wonder? Because it doesn't appear like there's anything around the sides to jump down to. Let's go back this way. Let's fly up. Fly up a little bit more, maybe? There we go. Get Tabor to push us Tulin to push us a little bit more. Fly down. shoot you. And open the doors. Doolin, you might want to move. Or not. Just stand there like a badass. You got it covered, buddy? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Christ, we're nearly like 10 hours into the game. And I've done practically nothing. I will say it doesn't feel like 10 hours. Like, we've just passed the 9-hour mark. Doesn't feel like it. Really doesn't. Let's open the doors. And let's jump down here correctly. Let's use gliding to our advantage. Tulin, come down here. Come on, buddy. So he says, leave it to me and I'll do my best. Those are both lines that Tails uses in Sonic Heroes.
3 more to go.
I didn't realize he keeps talking every time something happens. I was just skipping the dialogue. But he has actual dialogue. Got a chest here. Soldier Blade. Soldier Blade, tell him. We don't need the Boca Reaper. Are there still lasers here? There are still lasers here. And I somehow dodged every one of them. Okay, I'm gonna have a little look around the side here. Actually, duh. Forgot there was this. Let's close that up and get a chest. This is literally just a chest. There's nothing else in here. Zonite shield. Yes, please, get rid of the bullet. Use ascend. Get out of here. Sturdy long stick. Get rid of that chew. Get another chest. I don't think there's going to be anything on the tail. That being said, I guess you never know. Like, it's always worth a check. Yeah, I like how this temple so far is kind of giving me like Var Meadow vibes. It does make me wary that the other dungeons in the game are going to be fairly similar to their Breath of the Wild counterparts. I kind of don't want that. This one's a little different. Purely because, like, it's different enough to Var Meadow that I'm not too annoyed about it. And let's throw it at your face. So that one's going. One of the starts going. I feel like there's something we can do with those cannons. Whoa, buddy. It's weird, because that's showing a path underneath. But how would we get underneath? There's no, like, reverse ascend. Unless around the side here there's something we can do. I think I might have just killed myself. Oh, never mind. Hello. I've now actually just killed myself, I think. Never mind. Right, let's get another weapon out. Parry. Smack. 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 What would this do? What does that do for me? Probably allows me to parry with an attack. Right, let's get Tulin in over this. I'll listen to his dialogue this time.
3 down, 2 to go. We're almost done, Link.
Christina V does a good Tails impression. Is that, like, being honest, that's what Tulin's, like, voice direction is. It's kind of just Tails. In the best way possible, by the way. Like, Tails is a good character. I don't care what anyone says. Okay, we're in a laser room. Hello. Whoops. I meant to jump. I instead shield bashed. Mission link possible. Oh, we got a ruby for that too? Hell yeah, man. Money. I think. I think rubies are worth quite a bit. Anyway, I want to keep Ascend on hand, quite literally. Okay, let's get rid of them. One thing I want to do is I want to destroy the fused material because I want to get my flame emitter out and attach it to my sword. Time bomb in a pot. Nice. Tulin, I'm gonna need you, buddy. Don't know how I managed to climb on ice, but that's fine. Okay, that's a shortcut. Man's got a fire wand. There we go. Ruby broadsword. That's kind of cool. Doing it for fun. So, what do I do with this? Like, yeah, I can ascend to this slightly upper floor, but is there anything on this floor for me? Doesn't look like it. Unless I can remove these, which I can. Captain Reaper. I do have some Captain Reapers. I feel like I'll drop that one. Oh no, my heat resistance is going to run out. Do I need to recall it? No. So why can't I grab that? Unless I meant to attach this and spin it. Oh, if I keep doing this, right? And then I use recall on it. Yeah, that's so cool. It's such a cool utilization of, like, both things. Just gonna keep hitting this thing. Alright, Tulin. You're up.
We only have one left.
Yes, we do only have one left, however. How the hell do we do it? Let's look at the map a second. So, basement 1. Okay. I have an idea of how we get down there. Or at least to that specific section of basement 1. And I was right. Oh wait, we've been here. Strange. Huh. Wait, no. Wait, we've been... Yeah, I've been here. How do I get to that part of basement 1 then? Like the part I actually need to get to. Oh, I go in from that side. Right. Right. I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I was saying, am I even able to get back up there? But of course I am. This is a Zelda game after all. They will not leave you without a way to get back. Okay. So, down this side, there should be another way in. I see it. Oh, I wanted to parry that too then. Darn kid. Go. Spinny combs. What do I want to use? I want to use the ruby broadsword. Ranged fire. Oh, I ran out. let's get this, and let's drop... Not really much to drop, is there? Let's sort. Let's drop that. Now we have an axe. Let's open that up. So now we have a quick way in and out of this. Is there something we can grab, like a box? Or... could we use an icicle? It might be just a little too stupid. It worked. Dueling, get in here, buddy. It's boss time.
That's it, Link. We've unlocked them all. We should be able to open up the hatch on the main deck now. Come on, let's go.
Let's go indeed. Yeah, just push me this way, please. Alright, let's do this. First boss of the game? We're 9.5 hours in.
Okay, let's go.
Colgera, the Scourge of the Wind Temple.
That thing must be what's causing the blizzard. We've got to take it down.
I'm with you, Tulin. I'm with you, buddy.
This wind is so strong. Don't get blown away, Link.
Alright, how are we going to tackle this thing? I'm thinking we go underneath and hit those. Yep. There's one. And now for two.
What? Where'd it go?
What is that?
Link, below you.
Below me. Ah!
Great job, Link.
Got it. Oh, I'm such good at aiming. I'm such good at aiming, I'm not good at speaking, apparently. I meant to say I'm such a good shot, and also I'm good at aiming, but it just came out as like one amalgamation of the two. There we go. Not me getting flung to the side. Wait, hold up. Oh, we're not allowed to capture a cutscene video. Well, it's back and angrier than ever.
Tornadoes! Be careful! Don't get too close to the tornadoes!
I'm not. I don't have arrows.
Here they come again! Yes!
Alright, I need to eat.
Watch out! Don't let your guard
It hit me. It hit me. Well, we don't have any arrows, but we do have our body. Oh, that's cool. No pun intended. That's so cool, man. Yep, no arrows left. Cool. So now that we have no arrows left, we do just have to wait for it to just remove these ice like spikes on its back.
I can help you with my control of the wind, even in these gales. Just give me the word. Here it comes!
Okay, it's a bit of a bullet hell kind of situation. It is lagging a little bit, I will admit. This is such a cool fight. I am glad it's not just another... Glad it's not another blight situation.
Heal if you can!
Okay, I can't throw anything in the air.
Leave it to me! Just a little more, Link!
Okay. Oh, I'm so surprised I actually hit that. I was so close to the edge of it. Let's go! And this is how he gets the thing that he had in the trailer. Give me that really laggy heart container. Oh my god. Oh, performance. There we go. Cool, and you've doomed us all.
Tulin, my brave fledgling.
I know that voice. It's you. You're the one who's been guiding us?
Yes, I am your ancestor from a time long ago. I proudly served Hyrule's first king. I was a Rito warrior and a sage with control of the wind. Where you fight, the winds follow. I would expect nothing less from my descendant. You make me proud. That monster you defeated, the source of that intense blizzard, it was summoned by the Demon King. He thought it could stop you from obtaining the stone you just found. My secret stone.
Demon King? Secret stone?
I'm sorry, but like Secret Stone seems silly.
But listen while I tell you what happened in the past. A tale of the imprisoning war. And the mission our people must accomplish. Years ago, when the kingdom of Hyrule was still young, a great
Zelda's there.
evil, the Demon King, descended on the land. He sought to wipe out anyone who opposed him. But Rauru, the first king of Hyrule, requested my aid, as well as that of 5 other warriors, to help in the fight. Rauru entrusted us with amazing artifacts, secret stones, objects that amplified our formidable abilities. I carried one into battle as the Sage of Wind. It was thrilling to fight alongside my fellow sages.
I freaking knew they were sages.
The Demon King's overwhelming power. His magic was staggering, and I was unable to slip past his defenses, no matter how hard I tried. In the end, King Rauru realized that we would not be able to defeat the Demon King. To save our world, King Rauru sacrificed himself and sealed the Demon King away.
So that was the imprisoning war.
The rest of us survived that climactic battle, and I would soon receive a visitor with a request that would define the future of the Rito. It was another of the 6 sages, the Sage of Time.
Oh.
The Demon King will return. The magic binding him will be undone. When that time comes, a noble swordsman named Link will oppose him. But Link will only succeed with the Rito's help. Summon the winds and support this hero.
It was clear what part the Rito would play.
So she really did travel back in
It will be
time.
an honor to defeat the Demon King. I swear to you that when the Demon King returns, the Rito Sage of Wind will awaken once more. And you can count on the full support of the Rito.
And now you know about the imprisoning war, and a mission I accepted on our behalf. You've saved Rito Village, but there's more to do. The Demon King will soon recover his full strength. Tulin, my brave fledgling, you must take up my secret stone and honor the Sage of Time's request. Fight the Demon King with the swordsman Link.
So it's my mission to fight the Demon King with you? Link! This is so amazing! I can't believe my ancestor gave me such an important mission. And it involves fighting alongside you to save the world! If we don't do anything, then the world is gonna be in big trouble. I can't let that happen. I'll do this! I'll happily take this secret stone!
Do we get to know the sage's name? Because I'd really like to know. I mean, I know Tulin is now the Sage of Wind, but like, I'd like to know the name of the original sage.
I am the Sage of Wind! Look! Check out what I can do now!
How do you know? How do you know that's what you can do?
Link, hold out your hand. I, Tulin, the Sage of Wind, swear to fight by your side until the end. Take this. It's proof that I'm with you.
So is this like the powers from Breath of the Wild, where like we could just use them at will? Link's cheeks and nose are so red. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, Link literally has a fucking infinity gauntlet.
You can use that ring to call on my power anytime, alright? Okay, let's head back to the village and tell Dad.
That cutscene made me feel good. I'm happy that Tulin's happy. And I'm also happy that we have that power on command. Oh yeah, that's the thing. How the hell have they been surviving in a blizzard? Just in terms of temperature. Because from the looks of things, they're not like cold birds. You know, like birds that live in the cold, I mean. Then again, Hebrew's always been kind of a cold region. Just not that cold. You guys, you did it. Yeah, turns out it was easy once we started working together. This was no small feat. I still can't believe the Stormwind arc from the children's song was real. Me neither. You could have knocked me over with a feather. What? Oh, he gives him the bow. Wait, what? This bow meant so much to you, and now you're giving it to me? It was always my intention to give it to you once you came age as a warrior. Thank you. I'll prove to you I've become a warrior worthy of carrying it. Hey Link, that woman in the vision my ancestors showed us, didn't she look just like Princess Zelda to you? Do you think that was the real princess? I mean, it seemed like a long, long time ago. There's still a bunch of unanswered questions. I gotta know more about the figure we saw in the Stormwind Arc, so I'm gonna go look into it personally. Next time you see me, I'll have more information about Princess Zelda, so check in with me sometime, okay? And remember, with my Sage's power, the two of us can keep working together no matter what. We now have the Vow of Tulin. Once again, we owe you so much. Not only did you save the village, you helped Tulin see straight. The reader will never forget this debt. It is now our turn to aid you. You can leave the Hebrew Mountains to us. We'll scour them and find you your lead on Princess Zelda. Our hearts are always with you, Link. Remember that. And don't be a stranger. So, apparently we can activate and deactivate this at will. Which is kind of cool. It doesn't show up as like a thing on the side. And it's not like a rune either. I want to try and head in that direction. Because I do want to get that dragon tier. So, how do we activate it? Whoops. I was pressing buttons and I think I shouldn't have been. How do we use it then? I don't know. I really don't know how to use it. Because it ain't... Oh. Oh. I think now we can use it. Tulin's vow has granted you the power to summon his avatar. There we go. So we had to leave the village. Do we have anything closer to that? No. We just gotta make our way up. So, how is this gonna work when we have the other sages? Are we gonna be able to cycle through them? Don't know. I do not know, but I do hope that it's at least programmed well. Because just in my little, like, idea of it, I do worry. Okay, we're out of stamina. Oh, I don't have arrows left. Dog meat. Later, losers. Oh, okay, it's gonna be... Wait, that seems weird. There's the options for X, Y, B, and A. While in the air? I don't know. Like, I've not heard anybody complain about it, but I also haven't really looked into much. For, I haven't looked into much for the actual... What am I trying to say? I haven't looked into much for the game itself. To avoid spoilers. Okay, whereabouts are we? Okay, we're not too far away. I think I'm gonna get this. Maybe see if there's another one I can get. Because there's one up here that we can get. Yeah, so I'll get this one and I'll get the next one. And then I think I might end the stream there. So we're almost at 10 hours in now. I know I kept saying that earlier, but like we're actually almost 3 hours into the stream, meaning we'll be 10 hours into the game. And I've done one quest. Are you kidding me? We made it. But no. I can see ruins floating from the, falling from the sky. Which we can use our recall power for. I know that much. Okay, maybe if we didn't jump that time, we would have been able to just land. So I think jumping is what screwed us last time. But it's so close. Okay. We're almost there. I'm going to pick up a rush room on my way. Now we can actually jump. And over this way. Somewhere. Should be that geoglyph. I think it's across the mountain. Like across and up there, I mean. That's not where I wanted it to go. Okay, I'm gonna go back this way. Go back this way. Link, go back this way. Okay, we drowned. That's fine. Please put me just before the water. Okay, it looks like it might have. No, it hasn't. That's not where we were. It's put us down the bottom of the mountain, hasn't it? Okay. I'll get this one first. Alright, where is... Oh, okay, the geoglyph's over there. Okay, the problem with the geoglyphs is they're freaking huge. So we just kind of need to guess where everything is. I assume since it's meant to be a dragon's tear thing, it's always going to be near the eye. But then am I able to really accurately make that estimate and get it right for definite? Who knows? Yeah, because we're by the eyes now and there's nothing. I made a snowman. Maybe it is near the eyes. I didn't actually go close enough. No. No, it is not. Korok? Yep. Do. I almost killed myself with a rock. Good. Good to hear. Where the hell? I don't want to walk all across this. I could get a moose. Oh, hello. Oh my god, what? Hi, friend. Just checking. Oh, I was way off with this stamp. So where could it be? Korok friend, please help me. I must know. Heading towards all the big old spirals and swirls. Unless I have to, like, find these in order, which would suck if I had to. I don't like the Zelvos. I've never liked the Zelvos. Right, you know what? Right. Um. Okay. So, no one be mad, but I have looked up where the dragon tier is. This thing is so huge, and there's so many frickin' enemies around it. I don't want to look. And it was here the whole time. Are you actually kidding me? No? So it said it's on the left side. Left-hand side of the headdress. Okay, but left-hand side where? There's a lot of left-hand side. Ah, there it is. Alright, let's see what this memory is.
Queen Sonia! Queen Sonia!
I feel like I've skipped ahead a bit.
Finally.
Hello, Matt Mercer.
Finally, it is mine!
Ganon's gone full-on anime villain with this.
Sonia! You were too late, Rauru. You took for granted the godlike power you had in your hands. Do you now see the potential you squandered? As for her, she is merely the first victim of your arrogance. You tried to control me, Rauru, and you will die knowing that you failed. Ganondorf!
Queen Sonia needs you.
God damn. Jesus. That is heavy stuff. Alright, let's go to the other one. And then we'll call it there. Need to determine the direction we're heading. That way. And I know for a fact we're not going to make it with Tulin's power and the glider alone. But if we take breaks in the Sky Islands, we should be fine. Okay. Still, okay, now we need to head that way. It's weird, usually you can see them from up here. Where is it? because I reached the place where I died, which is down there. Oh, crap. Just managed to save myself. I can see a shrine over there, but I can't see... Oh, wait, no, I think I can see it just, like, literally just creeping out over there. Alright, so we're here. Now, this one should be in the top center portion. The only problem is, orientation's gonna be a bit weird. Well, I suppose the orientation's not weird, but like the span is gonna be a bit weird. Because apparently it's at the top in the middle. What the hell is that? Okay, that is something I can Ultra Hand. Weird. In the center of the top. Oh, it's literally right there. It just didn't appear until I got closer.
as I thought. This is not the world I know. A time so far back in the past, it's become legend. So it's true. This is really the era of Hyrule's founding?
Your presence here is just as strange to us, Zelda. But if you, like Sonia, have a secret stone and are able to manipulate time, then your story makes sense.
Oh? I believed her right away. You needed the secret stone as proof, Rauru? I can feel your light power within her, as well as my time power. Additionally, I sense that we share a blood connection.
Oh.
I see. In any case, Zelda, you had said that you needed to return to your era as soon as you possibly could.
Yes. In my time, something terrible is happening. I need to get back there. But how do I do that? I don't even know how I got here in the first place.
Axel, stop playing Mario Kart.
Now, Zelda dear, you don't need to solve your problems all at once. Why not come back with us to the castle, hmm?
No,
We'll tell everyone that you're a distant relative of ours. It is true, after all. We'll get you fresh clothes, too. I'm sure an answer will come to you. Wisdom takes time.
I don't know what to say.
I wonder. Minoru, she may have some idea of how to get you back to your era.
Minoru, you said?
Yes. She knows far more than anyone about our people. And like us, my older sister has a secret stone. We'll call on her.
Hmm. Curiouser and curiouser. Okay, so that one can go. I've definitely misplaced a lot of these stamps, for sure. I don't know where to go next. Because, like, the Gerudo Desert might be nice. But also Elden Volcano might be nice. Because I know that'll introduce us, like, properly to the underground. And prior to the game's release, we don't know who from the Elden region that we get as a companion. We knew about Tulin. I think we found out about Tulin first. And then in the same trailer, we found out about Sidon. And... what's her name? That one Gerudo princess thing. Riju? I think that's her name. Found out about her. But everybody from like whenever it came to like the Elden character was obscured. You can only see the boulder basher that they had. So everyone thinks you know Bo, but it might not be. So I think... What do I think? I think that we maybe go back here. And then maybe make our way down here. But like using this path instead. So we go here, find out whatever's around here, whatever geoglyph there is, and then make our way south. But we'll check in on Pura and everything. I do think the main things that are making me more and more excited about this game is the aspects of the dungeons. Like the fact that we have returned to dungeon structure, like quite normal dungeon structure for the most part, mixed with the Divine Beast kind of situation. But also, there's massive story stuff. Hearing a lot about your adventures, serious cold front, food shortages, floating ships, sighting of Zelda, Rito. Kakariko is something you're concerned about. Okay. So you said to talk to somebody else about that, but right now, I'm gonna leave you here. Let us save. And I think I might be able to find out... Is there a way to find out how long I've played this game? Don't think so. Regardless, I'm leaving it there. Third stream in a row, and we've got 2 more days to stream through the rest of this. Hopefully I wake up at a good time tomorrow, and am able to stream earlier. I woke up super late. Anyway, goodbye for now.